What an honor and privilege to be here today together with all of you and to present this class on the art of living. What we're going to do today is dive into a whole ocean of opportunity to cultivate ourselves and create a better world. So this work that I'm presenting is not new, and it's in every culture around the world throughout time because it's our human nature, which is why I'm so glad to be at Franklin Park Conservatory, because here we are in nature, and we will walk through the gardens, and it is true to the theme of experiencing our lives connected to nature. And what's happening now is we're getting a lot of press and attention. Natural medicine, functional medicine, integrative health, alternative medicine, Chinese medicine is in the news like never before. And so that's why these terms and concepts and ideas that have been passed on through the spoken word from master to teacher, through families, through cultures, it's being proved by research right now, and that's why they're writing about it in the news. And that's why I thought it would be just perfect timing to come and say, I know what this is my life experience, and let me help you find out how you can do this for yourself. And the reason to do that in that way is because that's the one thing we can do. So I can tell you what I tried to do when I was young and foolish and ignorant, and then how that continual effort and energy and passion, that desire, that commitment, that still feeling of wanting to live in a peaceful world, wanting to create a positive change. It brings you home, it brings you back, and you can keep working, but you can't force someone else or anything else, or the government or the politicians or the corporations to do this. What we can do is do it for ourselves. And that is the way. It's the peaceful warrior, that's the truth. And so that's why I want to inspire myself and each of you to keep up and it can be hard work. And there's an effort to doing this. And the theoretical knowledge and reading it in the news and reading it in the, you got my books, reading it in print is not the same as doing it. It is not. You must take that theoretical knowledge that you recognize as true and practice and wake up every day and keep going. And keep going, and keep going. And through those years of practice, that's where is the fountain of youth. That's where vitality and being forever young and being healthy, and that's preventative medicine. And this concept of functional medicine teaches that if you go to your doctor when you're ill and injured, it's never too late. But what would be better is a little bit further upstream in that river of your life, and to use what you have been taught to cultivate, to transform your life so that you don't fall off the cliff. And that's the waterfall analogy. And there's a waterfall. So we're going to go and see, and we can think about that. What is my life, my river, where is it going? And what is missing? What could I do better for myself? What do I need to do right now to protect my health, my happiness, my life, and be an upright citizen, and be a role model, and be a teacher? And even if you don't have children, you know, the children, I mean, are the garden of a life. And that we want to have our garden, our life, our community, which, who remembers Ameriflora? 1992?
Yeah.
1992? Yeah, the year of the Barcelona Olympics. So that is flowers from every culture from around the world growing together in a beautiful garden. And that's who we are. And what does a flower need to grow?
Water.
Minerals from the earth, water from the sky, and sunshine, golden sunshine. And that's it. That's it. So that's what we have to find out for ourselves. And I did the science experiment on the pea sprouts because my mother's a scientist. And we found out back in, would have been maybe 94, that acid rain kills plants. You know, that they just don't grow as well. And if you change the pH balance in the soil, that's what an orchid has. This different plants and hydrangeas too need a different pH. And the kombucha that you're drinking is going to change your pH. And the answer always is, and people get this wrong, and one of the reasons that I'm doing this workshop is I think I'm right, and I know Dr. Pinkham is right, and some of you are getting it wrong. And I just really want to show you how easy it is, how fun it can be, and that the first thing to get it right is to know thyself. So when people come in and say, and it's not just the acid pH thing, anything, it could be everything. They want to say, well, is this what it is? It's only if it is for you. It's only if it is for you. And the first person who should know, how do they feel? What does their body say to them? What does the symptom mean? Where's the root cause coming from is yourself. You have to know yourself if you really want to get well. You have to know what works for you, what motivates you, what makes you feel better. And when we get out of touch with ourselves, you can ask Dr. Pinkham and she's going to tell you, but please do it. Because if you don't comply with the prescription of health, that's insanity. You're just not going to get better. You really want to choose a healthy, sane approach and experiment and find out what works for you. Don't do something just because your doctor told you to. You know, really, you have to do it because it works, that it helps you, that it's a healing. And that's because we have power. And if you give your power away and say, you tell me what to do, it's not enough. You have to know and feel and trust yourself so completely that your instinct, that you know it's right. You know it's right without a doubt, without a doubt. And you can trust yourself if you can turn the volume down on all those roadblocks, which is I'm afraid to do what's right. Or I'm afraid I don't know what is right. You have to trust yourself to find that balance of believing in who you are, knowing who you are, and then wanting to find out and wanting to cultivate yourself to transform your life. And so fear is a big roadblock for people. They're nervous. They're too nervous to change. Change is hard for people. They don't really want to do something different. That's crazy. You keep doing the same thing and you want a different result, you're not going to get a different result until you make a change, a positive change. So you can see an open doorway. So you can create a space to create movement, because your life in that river is flowing. It's flowing. That's why you have to go with the flow. You've got to find your rhythm. And the earth, and it has a rhythm and a pace. And many of us, when we're in our mind, we want to go 1,000,000 miles into the future and fast. But you have to bring your mind now into your body so you can connect with your body, so you can sense and feel and use your emotions, use your spirit, use your intuition, use your gut, and connect into an integrated self. And you're going to be so much more capable of making good choices and acknowledging that that is the right decision. This whole class started from the microbiome diet book, straight out of the news. And what this means to us, why are we here to do this, is because that's how important it is. I don't know how else to say that our days are numbered and we can't take it for granted. So the only time that we have is now. And if we really care, and we should care, and it's the correct thing to care for ourselves like we would our children and the earth, that's why to do this. Because otherwise you could say, and many people say, why bother? I don't want to do that. I'd rather not do that. I don't care so much about it. I have many other important things to do. But I think that if you get this right, if you do this first, everything that matters, it will blossom. It will come. It will continue to create that impact. And what this book, Dr. Kelman, thank you, and I love the book, and I couldn't put it down, and I loved it even more as I continued to read it. So you can get it at the library and on Barnes & Noble, and you can download it. And half of the book is the secret of this research that's coming out now. And you Google microbiome, you'll just scads of information, because it's been proven the efficacy of this program. And the last half of the book is recipes now, and shopping lists, and instruction on how to pick your foods and what to do with them to nourish your body, to nourish your life. And that's really what it is. We're talking about nourishing ourselves so we have energy, so we have our life force. And that food is our first medicine. And medicine is our food. It's just that simple. It's so simple, it's so easy. And that's how to start. That's where you start. You start with nourishing yourself. So if you don't know, like what could I do better, that's the best place to start. You could eat better. We all could, unless you're my mom.
How about your dad?
Well, the verdict is out. 50-50, some of the time. And that's because we're human. And as humans, we have issues. And it's not purely physical. And that's my premise on the class is it's mind, body, spirit. And it's all of those things. And it's never just one. And whichever one it is going to affect the other ones. So you could be draining yourself. You could be depleting yourself. You could be losing your life force and your energy. Or you could tonify yourself.